Hi guys, it's me, Messy, with Gathering of the Shadows. Yeah, here we are. It's been
And
one of
it's
those days.
me, Ginger Mystic. I'm here also with Gathering of the Shadows, and we are so pleased and happy to be meeting with Teresa from Wicked Waters.
Hi.
Yay!
Hi.
I am so excited to have you on. I've been following you for quite a while on all the platforms that you have, and you're such an inspiration to me because you're just so down to earth, and I love it. And so thank you. Thank you for being on, Teresa. We enjoy you. So,
We are
yeah,
very excited
so
to have you.
yeah, so excited just because I learn from you. Like I learn different things that I've never seen before. And it kind of fits with how I like to
Yeah.
do do things. And I believe that all of us who practice have our own individuality. So, and we have our own cliches and all that. So, but again, we come together and learn. That's what we're about.
Correct.
So this is awesome. Um, so yeah, what do you guys think about the weather lately?
Hot.
I think you could crack an egg on our sidewalks and it would probably cook.
Yeah.
And it's really
Yeah,
hot
I
and I'm
think
really
we have
sunburned.
like 85 here. I'm in Oregon, so it's decent. But we have a lot of trees around us too. I mean, there's my window for my workshop, so lots of trees.
Yeah, and just so our uh, fans know that she has the most amazing shop that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
This
it
is
looks
my
so
dream
awesome.
shop.
Show a little bit. I don't. It's
I'm
really really messy. There's a lot of workings going on right now.
I
So
think
It's
it's really,
absolutely beautiful.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I
messy.
love it.
Uh, well, it's funny because that is my nickname is Messy Jessie. So.
True.
Yeah, I feel you.
Uh, oh my gosh. So, Teresa, tell us about a little bit about yourself and how you started to, do your practice and like what led you to what you're doing now.
Um, well, I hate to have the cliche, but I was born into it. My mom was a single hippie mom. She did tarot. She did the pendulum. She did incense. She talked. You hear my grandson outside. He's having a really good time in the water right now.
That's
So
okay.
I was raised into it. I didn't know any differently. I didn't know not to put waters out, not to put crystals out, all that stuff until we moved back into town and we lived with my grandmother for a while, who was also kind of an old soul, but she was also very Christian, and so was my grandpa. And so that was my first introduction into Christianity. And it was fun. I mean, Vacation Bible School was great, all that stuff. God was good. So was the goddess and everything. And I thought Jesus was a great guy. Um, but I just, by the time I turned, I don't know, I think about 14 is when we, things started changing a lot. My mom, where she worked, she had a transgender male to female, and she was amazing. She was hoodoo. She did hoodoo, and we had a person that did our family some pretty significant harm. And so when we threw down on him and the results, that was it. I was hooked. That was it. I knew the Bible from front to back, and I knew all the plants, and I knew the planets, and I knew the gods and the goddesses, and I knew that there was business outside of the Bible that could be achieved. So,
Yeah. Do
and
you believe? I believe Jesus was a healer. I do. I
I
think he was
believe
the
Jesus
same way.
was a demigod. I believe
Mhm.
that there's a lot of demigods on this planet. I believe there's a lot of descendants from him. He was a healer. He was a sorcerer. He was a necromancer.
Mhm.
he was magnificent. If I could meet him today, man, I talk about him and I get goosebumps.
I'm getting goosebumps too.
Seriously, he is an amazing person. And if so, I'm a nurse.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting like through my head, like
Yeah.
seriously,
Yep.
so crazy.
And when I went to get my bachelor's degree, I had to go to a university, Concordia University, and they are a liberal arts Lutheran university. And so in order to get your diploma or your degree, you needed to take their Bible studies. And so I'm like, well, crap, so I took the Old Testament and New Testament from this guy who I could worship as a god. He showed how the Bible was made. He showed how the books were chosen. He showed that there was more books left out of the Bible than there were put in the Bible. He was talking about the poetry of the Bible, the poetry of the New Testament and everything like that. And we read a lot of books that were not the Bible. And it was absolutely amazing and eye-opening when I did that. And it just reinforced the feels in me about the differences. I really feel sorry for people who feel that they have to worship one book and one God and do what he says, because the God of the Bible is a really possessive jerk. Yeah,
pretty much.
Very possessive, very jealous, very nasty. You should not have any more gods, no gods before me. Well, he just said there are other gods, dude. Gotta look for them now. So
yeah. Well, and also, it's kind of like how they make. Oh, sorry. It's just kind of in that too. It just makes how women are below the man. Like we're not
misogynistic. Yes.
Yeah.
I'd like him to meet Hecate. He probably knows Hecate. He probably knows some of the other goddesses. That's why he tries to pull as many to him to get him away from that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I've been in this my whole life. I got married when I was 20 to a Jehovah's Witness that I fell in love with. And we've been married 37 years. And he adores me and I adore him. And I told him I was going to go out on a podcast. He goes, uh-oh. Because the last one I was in wasn't all about witches. They invited me in and I'm like, sure, I'll come in. Okay. Yeah. Sure. It was a little bit of everybody. And I just kind of sat back and ate my candy and listened to them fight. It was fine. So, and my husband's in the background eating popcorn going, oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. I just seen you go, oh my goodness. And I almost went, Lucy, you'll have a lot of explaining to do.
Yeah. I'm to see my doll.
That's what I was just referring to.
Oh, that's great.
You have to make that sign.
I should just get him a t-shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Many t-shirts for it. I'd have to have a lot of arms though.
So anyway, I've done this for a long time. I've had a couple of partners along the way, other witches. I am not, when you get together with other people and they want to do shows and they want to open shops, it monetizes your friendship. And I just can't do that because I literally give away more than I sell. Because someone comes to the booth and they're like holding on to the crystal that is like $100 and they're just loving it and they have $5. Well, they just walk away with a $5 crystal. That's the way I am, and it breaks the heart of my more monetized friends, and that's okay. But I started Wicked Waters. I've been Wicked Waters for a long time in my books and everything, but I've never announced it until about a year and a half ago. And then I just started building it. Right now I'm making a tarot deck. You probably see that. I've been putting out the artwork for the tarot cards and everything. And it's just about complete, but it's so unique, for lack of a better word. One minute there's a gargoyle, the next minute there's a cat. It's different. So I'm going to make it more Wicked Waters because the original tarot is great. for a lot of people. I have a couple of decks that I like. My Celtic deck is the one that I like the best, but I don't like the language in the book, and I don't like the language for the cards. And so I have my own language, and I'm just going to build it into the tarot cards, and
Oh, that's cool.
see what happens. Yeah, they're actually really pretty. I'm doing the back right now. I'm just like, so
It's like,
yeah,
That's exciting.
this is so cool.
well, and I
Yay.
think it's because you're putting your whole heart, your whole energy, everything into those.
Exactly.
And I think those are going to be more meaningful. Not that I don't have, I got like I have 3 decks, honestly. And they're the ones that I just got my shadow, my moon, and then I have one that was passed down to me.
Yeah.
And, it's, I think that's something, that's a feat that I want to accomplish, is make my own unique, tarot, because you put all your energy in it,
And my tarot is more of uplifting. There's shadow in it. There's a lot of shadow. It's not going to be reversed. It's going to be the shadow side, which is kind of cool because that's the name of your podcast. But it's different. It's very different. It's just like, I don't know if you saw my post for the 4th of July with Lady Liberty and Lady Justice reaching down
Yes.
to the women that are being downtrodden. It's very women forward, and there's nothing bad to say about men in the craft, because I that's another thing on Witch Talk right now. Men are against craft. No, they're not. They are not.
Yeah.
Anyone who says that does not know history and really should not be talking about it, because they're not a guest. They are absolutely the other half of the soul. They're the yin to the yang. There is masculinity, there's femininity, and you have to have both for the craft. You just have to.
Yeah, you do. Absolutely.
Well, and how much more special will it be because you've created it? Like, it seems like
I might
so
be
much.
the only one that owns that tarot deck, but man, I'm gonna love that.
I bet you will. I bet you will. And if you make copies, I will buy one, because that's the good magic. That's
I'm
the
gonna
stuff
send
that
it to the
people need.
printers, and I'm gonna see what it is. But I don't know. Again, I'm not a monetized type of person. I have a career, and I make plenty.
Yeah.
And I just don't need to have riches. I mean, all of my jars are given to me. All of my literally. I mean, everyone goes, "I have a peanut butter jar." Yes,
I have mini pickle jars. I have pickle jars. And ragu. I have ragu. Those are the best ones.
They are. Or the little ones that have the thing in the middle and stuff, and you can layer the. Oh God, yeah. See, now I'm getting goosebumps again, because I love jars, and spiders. I've got plenty of spiders in here. One's kind of making. I don't know why they make webs in here. There's no flies. I mean,
because they're comfortable. Like, they're comfortable, and they're part of a sign. It's. I don't get a lot of spiders in my home, but when I do, I know it's spirit reaching out to me and saying, "Hey, you need to pay attention." I don't like spiders per se, but
they don't bother me. As long as they're not in my bedroom. But I have cats, and they eat the spiders. So if there's some spirit in a spider that needs to talk to me, they need to talk to me out here, because the cat cats will digest that shit. So you know.
Yeah, I have a limit.
Great.
You're not gonna be in my room. That's no.
I will lay
giant ones in the bathtub
down, and you stay on the other side.
That's right. Oh my gosh. So what is your we're talking about the light and the dark, right? In your words, what to you is light and dark of practicing?
Well, there is no light without dark, and there is no dark without light. So, gosh, I think I'm gray, because I don't throw a lot, and I don't announce when I throw. So the light to me is walking in the peace that is your area. You have place around you. Like, this is my piece. Granted, it is seriously chaotic right now, but I'm getting ready for the shows that I'm doing this fall. But the light is working in the light, bringing people up, lifting people up, doing things like that are not on Witch Talk right now. I mean,
Right.
is
Yeah.
lifting things up. And the dark, I have a different definition of dark. I can lay in the dark and just wallow in it and have a joyous time in the dark, but I don't throw dark because it takes a lot for me to do. I do a lot of boomerang spells. Do you know what boomerangs are? Or mirror
Like
work?
Yeah,
Yeah,
mirror.
like I'll show you my little ghetto mirror box here. My girlfriends, God bless them. They are, a lot of them are electricians and they work with the old white man that think women should not be up on ladders and so they have such a hard time. And so, the guys are always trying to get them laid off from their work and
Aw.
they achieve that a lot. And so we made mirror boxes.
Oh,
So
that is so cool.
Ooh,
Oh my gosh.
So mirror
that's neat.
boxes, when you want to, this is how I throw against someone. If you are doing something really bad that is affecting me or my children, usually it's my kids, because with me, I'm like, nah, try it. You know, my kids,
Yeah.
I'm just going to kill you. But I will throw you in a box and I'll have the mirrors on the inside. And I will put you in the box and I will put peppers in there. I'll throw some cat shit. I'll throw, just a little bit of everything I think is nasty. And then I'll tell it, anything you throw out is coming back to you. So if you want something to happen to me, you better be really, really careful what you do. And so, but the mirror boxes, this is the reverse. So I'm inside. This is me inside. Oh, you
Oh
can't.
yeah.
I'm
That's
in there
awesome.
with my little selenite wand and all my herbs. Oh, and she smells wonderful. There's a lot of lavender in there. But
Oh,
she's
I love lavender.
in all of her little beds of herbs and crystals, and anything coming at her is being bounced back off. So it's kind of the same thing. So if someone's putting out something bad against you, God, I have glitter everywhere. Because if you can't, when there's not enough mirrors, you put glitter. And dude, I have lots of glitter. Anyway, if they're throwing at you, it bounces back to them, kind of like the kid thing. What is it? I'm rubber, you're
I am
glue.
rubber, you're glue.
After
Yep.
me bounces
Yeah.
off me and sticks to you. It's kind of like
Yeah.
and if you're inside the mirror box, then you just got to behave. If not, then, shit's going to happen and it's your own fault. I didn't do
Yeah.
it. So that's
Yeah.
my dark. That's how I throw. I throw the repercussions of your actions. If I have protection around me all the time, and I have blue walls of steel protection around my family and my kids all the time. So if people throw, it generally doesn't land because they are reinforced every new moon and every full moon. So 2 times a month religiously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I need to be better at that too. I was just thinking about that. I'm like, yeah.
The more you get in the limelight and the more you feel things, because
hmm
you can just kind of feel it sometimes. I felt it just recently. I don't know if you guys know who Uncle Birch is, Michael Carroll.
Mm-mm.
He's another practitioner. He's in New Orleans, and I was talking to him, and it's just, sometimes you just feel that something isn't right. And he goes, well, throw them in the freezer. And I'm like, I am not a kindergartner. I'm not going to use a freezer. What the hell? And he goes, well, you don't know who it is. Make a sigil of a stranger sigil, sigil representing a stranger. Throw them in, throw the water in, throw them in the freezer. Tell them, leave you alone. I'm like, all right. So I did it and it stopped.
Oh,
You just tell it.
yay.
You just tell it what to do. And sometimes the simplest things are that.
Yeah.
But I think I need to strengthen the wards. That's another, I do it once a year, but I think sometimes, especially when you get, I've had a lot of people messaging me and I don't teach and I won't teach people simply because I might be a good teacher the first time, but then I get really impatient and then I get cranky. Then I might get bitchy and it just doesn't do well. So
Yeah.
yeah. So, but people have been asking me and I keep telling them, and I need to do like a disclaimer, I think, or something on Facebook and just say, not a teacher.
Yeah.
Not a teacher.
Yeah. And I think it's more of a sacred thing to honor yourself and honor your ancestors. This is not something that, I will try to maybe advise somebody, you know, of
Mhm.
something that
Well,
you could try this. But I'm more careful now because I had to learn a hard lesson just recently.
ma'am.
But, you know, and, you know, I'm to the point where if I teach you something, take it as you will, because I'm not doing it anymore,
Mhm.
you know, because there's some people that just, yeah,
Yep.
you
No,
know?
I do. I hear you. They come to you and they think, I mean, you have to do disclaimers all the time because they think because something, I've never had something not hit because I know how to do it and I know where I want it to go and I know what the outcome I want is, right? Whereas you have people that come up and they want to learn and they want to do this and they want this guy to love them and they want this guy to go to hell and they want money and they want fame and they want beauty and they want all this stuff. And it's just like, you know what? How about if you just fall in love with yourself for a minute and go into nature for 30 days? I don't know. Some people's chaos just
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Lady
remarkable.
Lo, you are definitely a woman after my own heart.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the outdoors, and I
Yeah.
keep posting about how you need to get outside and touch grass and just like really be in nature because that is really
In the
where my
middle
church
of
lies.
the day, I take off my shoes and socks and I walk through the grass. And I have so many
Mhm.
people now following me since I started this job. They're like, "What are you doing?" I go, "I'm grounding myself. It's shitty in there. I need to ground myself." You know, yes, it's raining. It might be snowing, but that's okay. There is grass under here. You know,
Yeah.
2 seconds and get frostbite, or I may walk for a half hour. But
It'll
you
be
know,
fine.
Yeah,
We don't need our
yeah,
toes. It's
it's
fine.
that's fine.
all right. You know,
Oh,
little
that's funny.
shakings of it is good.
Yeah. And that's
Well,
the
and
importance of grounding too. Like
yeah.
when when we did a investigation after I got done, I literally laid on the grass because I needed to reset myself.
I need a recharge.
We were down at
Yeah.
the Oregon Coast doing the Oregon Coast Convention, and we went to the old what is that? Not monastery. Oh my gosh, starts with an M. It's a really old group. They used to have sexual rituals. Oh my gosh, not Montessori. I keep saying Montessori. It's not that. Anyway, um, um,
Is it
gosh,
from the Owl Club, like the Owl Grove?
no, it's down. Okay. Anyway, I'm
Yeah.
sure
Anyway,
people when they see this podcast, they're gonna go, "It's this! I know it's this." So anyway, we were there, and it was so active. It was, and they had you put on headphones so you couldn't hear anything, right?
ugh,
And then they would be asking questions, and on in one ear they had like a ghost speaker where it would come through. You would hear these words and everything, and
Oh
man,
yeah.
did growling words and stuff. And I was so charged afterwards. I was vibrating and there was nothing but rocks everywhere. And so I actually went down to the beach because we were at Seaside. And I just laid in the sand and let the water come up over my legs
Oh,
and
yeah.
totally relaxed because it was so bad. And this is in March and it's cold out there in March. And man, I did not stop until I was actually blue. It was so bad because you get
Yeah.
so charged with that stuff. I should have not had myself that open either. I mean,
yeah.
another,
Yeah.
so
Well, and that's one of
Yeah.
the things you really have to learn when you go do investigations specifically because like you
yeah.
really have to decide how much you're going to share yourself and when you're done
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
because
I don't, I just went because my girlfriend was like, I want to go. And I'm like, okay. I did not. I mean, it's a wonder that they do the investigations there so often. I mean, it's like almost, I don't like saying portal, but it seemed like it. I mean, there were so many of
Yeah.
them. There were 7 different voices just in that one microphone. It was incredible. I was like,
ugh,
oh, Jesus, you're
that's
Yeah.
a
crazy.
lot.
God, that was 2 words, dude. I do not
Yeah.
do any of that in my house because I don't want to hear it in my house. I would
Mhm.
exercise everything and throw, oh gosh, yeah, no,
Wow.
no, I do
Yeah.
tap water everywhere. There wouldn't be anything living in this place. So,
Yeah. You're like, even the spiders.
yeah, oh no,
Gotta
yeah,
go.
you got to go. Your children might stay, but you got to go. Everybody's got to go. I'd sweep it clean. Be so.
Ugh.
So what kind of magic do you guys like to do?
Um, Me, I don't know that I really consider myself magical. I feel like I'm more of a healer than anything.
Oh, nice.
So I grow herbs, obviously. I love herbal remedies, and I
So
love
you're,
making things for people. Yeah,
yeah.
sort of a green witch
It,
um, ish. And I don't know, I just like giving my stuff to people. So I'm like, I can see somebody with a need, and I can make something for them, and it's something that I love to do, and
Yeah.
that
like
is me.
catnip, just drawing for somebody because they need catnip. The big
Yeah.
batch. Yeah.
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 And I love crystals. I
Yeah.
adore crystals. I'm
Yeah.
so attracted to crystals, and my husband goes insane because I have like literally every single one you can get in your house that I like. So um
Yeah. All of them are out.
and yeah, they're always so amazing. And Jess is a little bit different than me. She's a unique individual. I adore her. So
Oh,
What do you do,
tell her
Jess?
about yourself, girl.
somebody does all the time. No, I was kidding. Yeah, just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be. Um, I practice kind of really more solitary, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
Yep.
But I do. I'm solitary, kind of a gray. I think you can be whatever you want to be,
Correct.
and I do the light. I do the shadow work. And so, and I don't like to use shadow work to really get back at somebody. You know, you were just talking about that, you know, baneful spells and everything. Have I done them? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also have learned the hard way that you're right. Everything that you give out was going to come back to you. And unless, I guess, unless it's a situation like you're protecting your family, you know, if
Yeah.
this is some like a protection.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, you know, and plus I'm a medium. And so,
Yes. My I think the biggest problem with throwing spells and stuff is that people they don't control their energy and they don't pull it back.
Mhm.
So you have to really be in control of the power that you put out. Like these, I'm so enthralled with these TikTok witches on TikTok because man, they're they're vicious, but in that viciousness, what are they doing? They're sending out their power, and you
yeah,
can
Uh-huh.
off in that. And sometimes when you're on a live, you're just like, wow, that is a lot. And I even tell them, you guys need to not put out so much power. You need to keep that for yourself. You're going to end up sick. One of them says, did you just tell me you were going to make me sick? Oh my goodness, girl.
Oh, wow.
No, honey, you're going to make yourself sick because you're going to allow all of your, your
When you
yes,
yourself.
out,
Yeah.
all the stuff. And so, I mean, that's one thing with spells is controlling the power. And I think that's one thing. I mean, when you were talking about my pew pew powder and stuff,
oh
uh,
yeah,
that's one thing. If I want a quick result and everything, you just put a little. You don't use a lot, but you also have to control the power that you put into the spell. I don't know. I could probably put out a lot more videos on TikTok, but I stopped doing a lot of videos right now because um, of the amount of messages I was getting from people. So I don't know how to shut the messages down. I wonder if there's a way to shut those messages down where people just cannot message you because
I
it's
think so.
for each one. I mean, you
Oh yeah,
you see them and you open them and you can almost feel um, their need or their desperateness or just
Hmm.
just what they want,
hmm
need, or just how out of control they are. So it's hard because you want to help them and you just can't help the world. I
yeah,
mean,
Yeah. No. And I have a
yeah,
really hard time sharing myself in that type of way, like out on social media. It's not my comfort place. So I like to
yeah,
stay a little more private, a little more closed, and like I like to put my emotions and my intentions into things that I actually care about, for sure.
exactly. Yeah. I mean, people are like, oh, you're so caring and loving. Not really. I could slit your throat with a smile and walk away, but just it's kind of
yeah.
dark, but I'm just not here. I guess I can't say that. Can I say that? Can't
Yeah,
say
you
that.
Yep.
can say that.
Ah,
It's
yeah,
fine.
okay,
It's
yeah,
fine.
Yep.
but it's just, I mean, I don't know, you just, yeah, I probably should have said that, huh? I said that to this one person one time. You're just the nicest person, and I said it as a joke, and now I just repeated it. I probably shouldn't say it again. 3 times a charm. It's not.
Yeah. Yeah. I would just say, oh, you think, but don't piss me off.
Yeah. Well, even pissing me off, I'm not. It's not going to show. I mean, you'll feel it, but it's not going to show. And generally, if someone makes you angry, if you allow yourself to get angry, number one, you're giving away your power. Number two, it doesn't mean you're in control of yourself. And number three, why? I mean, I don't know. Unless someone's doing something to your child, and then I don't know. I never thought I would get as mad. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll tell you something. My son, my firstborn. Okay, so I'm Hakuna Matata all over the place, and my husband is he's the first person to yell at someone when he's driving, and he's got this little quick temper and stuff like that. And I'm just like, no, honey, it's okay. Hakuna Matata, da da da. Raised by a ganja queen mom, we were always relaxed. So my son,
I would love to meet your mom. Oh my gosh.
First day in kindergarten, he was wearing his new glasses, and they're tortoiseshell like his dad's, and he thought he was the shit. And he comes home and he tells me this little shit called him Four Eyes. Oh my God. I'm like, boom, what? And my husband's like, and so I go to school with him the next morning. I'm marching right up, and the only teacher I remember the name of is this teacher. Her name is Mrs. Fred, and she was this old school teacher. She goes, oh, no, now Teresa, I'll handle it. Don't worry. I go, yeah, but he's rah, 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 rah. Oh, I understand. It's okay. Go ahead and go home. And I'm like this. And my son is almost crying because I am so mad at this kid. I'm just going to off this kid. I don't even care how old he is, right? So what does she do? She sits them down together, and they make this friendship garden with these flowers, and they put each other's faces on it. And this little kid's face comes home with my son because they've got to carry their faces around. So this is, and I'm like, taught me a lesson like real quick, because I go in the next day and I go, why do you think this is going to work? And she goes, well, look at them. And they were best friends. They were best friends till the 6th grade. So anyway,
yeah.
You never know how many, you can murder someone out of just like that with kids.
Yeah.
With your children. Absolutely.
Oh,
yep.
Oh yeah. No doubt. Or my grandbabies.
Or the grandbabies. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. My grandson. Oh my gosh. I have 8 grandbabies and 1 more on the way, and every one of them, chef's kiss. They are perfection. Yep. Perfection. They can have anything they want in the house. I just made a whole bunch of chocolate chip cookies, and they're gone. So,
I mean, it's fine. That's why you take one of those chocolate chip cookies and hide it before they go away.
3 of them.
Like, Mima's going to need these later.
Oh, that's great.
I just love, like, one of the practices that I do want to research more is New Orleans. I've been to New Orleans, and I love it so much. And I would love to learn, the voodoo and hoodoo culture. And so that's kind of one of my favorites. What's your guys' favorite? Is it just your own, or?
I'm a very Celtic pagan.
Yeah, goes along with the green.
Yeah.
The first really, really strong dark thing I threw was hoodoo. And that was because my mom's friend was into hoodoo. I like a mix of it all. I get upset when people say practices are closed, because they're not. I mean, hoodoo is an African tradition, but none of the roots that they use are from Africa. I mean, and they use all the psalms and stuff. I love me some voodoo. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. You get in there and see some of the rituals that they do down there.
It's so powerful.
It's
so powerful.
You feel like, did you see any when you were down there, Jess?
I did.
Did you feel it was like a wall of heat?
Dude, I am getting chills just talking about it.
Literally, it's like a wall of heat that either encompasses you or has you step back. And I stepped
Mhm.
into it because I wanted to step back and I didn't want to step back. So I stepped into it. And when you're in it, you can feel like when they're throwing down the different things on the ground. They have rocks, they have bones, they have the just different,
Yep.
and then they spray their alcohol, whatever alcohol of choice,
Mhm.
and then they light it up, and then they're throwing back and they're singing and they're dancing and they're moving, and it is incredible. I love me some voodoo. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, no, down there is great, absolutely great. I know a lot of people down there. I was going to go to Hex Fest this year.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm going to go next year because I got a lot of stuff going on
road trip,
this year.
road trip. Maybe
right.
you
Yeah,
swing
I
by
like
and
and
that
pick us
idea.
up on your
Christian
way.
and Brian put on a really good show. I went to Salem, and I went to the Witches Ball a couple years back, and they just put on such a great,
Oh,
great show. Amazing show. Salem's
yeah.
another place that is very uh, heavy when you go into some of the areas of Salem. It's very heavy. Some of the shops not so much, but some of the other ones, there's so much. It's just heavy. It's kind of wading through mud in a way when you're
Yeah.
moving around and stuff. So, and you
Yeah, that's
just,
that energy. It's
yeah,
crazy.
it
It's
is.
crazy.
It is. It's
Uh,
love it.
Gosh, yeah.
All that, all
Yeah,
that,
and
all that,
I
all the
wanna learn, not that I want to practice it, but I just wanna learn, you
yeah,
know? I don't think
absolutely.
I honestly, I will tell you that, it fascinates me,
Mm-hmm.
but it also frightens me
Hmm.
just
So
because of the
A little
what
bit.
do you
power.
like about it?
Uh, I think it's kinda like the same thing, like, be mindful of what you throw, you know?
Mm.
At least for that, at least I guess I don't know, it's just intriguing to me,
So
I
in
think.
the voodoo and Haitian culture, when they throw, they're justified or they're paid. It's two things. So when they throw
Mhm.
something, they're justified, and if they're justified, it hits. So if something happens to them, someone did a strike against them, and their justification is striking back, and it hits. And so that's how come they don't feel bad about it. Um, but I mean, I don't know, when like working with Hakate is a lot of justice work.
Oh,
She's,
yeah.
yeah. So, but hoodoo and voodoo, if they're paid, they're monetized for it. They're monetized. They're protected. They do the thing. They give it. They place it. This is that person's work. All the things. Either they protect that person or let that person have it. Um, so,
Yeah.
or they're justified in throwing. So I don't think I've come across a magic. I think it's because of the way I was raised. I haven't
Mhm.
come across anything that has um, scared me. But
Yeah.
I will not do the ghost boxes in the house because I don't want to hear spirits in my house. So I guess there is a fear there. I'm not sure. Because if I can't hear it with my ears or if I can't dream it, then I don't need to hear it out of a box. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. You get,
yeah.
dreams like I do. Mine
Uh,
always come. It's crazy, and then yeah, it's hard sometimes to shut things off. I can't sleep very well, and so
yeah.
when I do, I appreciate the 2 hours that I get.
Benadryl and melatonin with a shot of whiskey times. I mean, I'm not
Tequila.
Absolutely.
probably not as much as you. I have a lot of, I think a lot of my gifts are because I was allowed to be so open as a child and grow up to continue to be open. And then even though I'm married to Jehovah's Witness, I was still allowed to be me because, he married me for me, not religion or anything.
Yeah.
So I think I've been allowed to be so open. I've never been told that to be quiet, to sit down. I mean, my sister's been through so many different husbands that were in that nature and stuff.
Yeah.
So she's completely different, and she is clairvoyant as hell. Oh my God, she has so many gifts, but she lives in Nebraska and she's a nice Christian woman at the moment.
Mm.
But she
Yeah. Yeah,
knows
it's
And
her.
that's kind of
crazy.
the lifestyle
Oh
I
my gosh.
grew up with
Mhm.
too. Like the very Christian, very protected, sit down, shut up.
Yeah,
So even though I was very young when I started experiencing some of my gifts, I was always told it's your
yeah,
imagination. You're just so creative. you
Yeah.
know. And so as an adult, I've learned more things about myself and really started to study and pay attention to
Yeah.
inside of me instead of what other people are saying.
Pay attention.
And yeah, paying attention has been important for me, and it's definitely helped me grow a lot.
Yeah. That's how
I agree.
I
And,
do.
and
I
I'm
think
so
we're
impressed
right.
by the fact that your husband is a Jehovah Witness and you have that great of a marriage, because we do have some Jehovah Witnesses in our area too, and
Huh?
they seem so uptight and so scary to me.
You know, they're just other people. I think, okay, my opinion of these religion is that people need people to tell them what to do and how to be
Mm,
and act because they're raised that way. My husband was raised as a military brat. He was told when to eat, when to poop, when to sit, when
Mm,
to play, when to do stuff.
yeah.
And that's okay. That's how he was raised. And so
Mhm.
he needs that. I mean, through our marriage, he's always thrown out when we were younger things like, you know, how that makes me feel. And I said, I do, but I also know that your feelings are your responsibility and you need to feel them. And if you choose to feel that way, then that's your choice. And so we've grown a lot together. I mean, I've become a little more patient because, you know, he's quite excitable at times. So I'm just like listening and trying to decipher exactly what he's upset about. Sometimes it's Trump because woof, duh. And sometimes
woof.
the electrician, you know. And so I
Hmm.
listen and let him go, and everything's great. So, but
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are raised so controlled that when they become adults, they don't have anybody controlling them. They don't have anyone, they don't know how to deal with all of this noise that's going on. And
Yeah.
so they need another something to control them, whether it's a certain type of work, whether it's a certain type of religion, or both, or a certain type of partner. Um, and so, and that's okay. You know, everyone needs
Yeah.
their spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you hit
What
that
is
one right on the
your,
head too.
yeah, and I agree 100%. And it does, it takes a lot. Like, I was raised in Mormon Catholic
Mm,
religion.
ooh, love me.
My granny actually was, she knew I had gifts and she always encouraged it when I was with her, but she was very, very Catholic.
Hmm.
And so I'm thankful, my mom and my dad knew I had the gifts. My dad didn't like it. Like he didn't like me talking about it. He didn't, I think it was more, I think it frightened him more
Yeah,
than anything.
yeah.
And then my mom uh, basically, did what my dad wanted to do. And so it was, yeah, I've always been able to see since as far as I can remember. And it's always hard because I struggled in school. I didn't, I was the weirdie in class,
Me too.
Aren't we all?
Me
Yeah.
too. And I didn't care about it. I mean, I just didn't, I really didn't care about what people thought. I don't know. I wonder what I was in my past life because, boy, I tell you, some of the stuff that I just, I don't know. It just,
Yeah,
things, there's so many things that just don't bother me. I know that all these old people that are in government now are going to die soon and it's going to be fine. You know,
yeah,
we'll pay a little bit more, but things are going to be fine. You know, there's just, everyone keeps saying it's burning times. No, not even close. I mean, the internet will make sure it's not.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. I agree.
That and AI. Look out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's yeah. I don't look very good. Um, when I chat GPT and I'm like, what would I look like this? Yeah. I'm very little. So, Michelle is very tall.
Yep.
And yeah, that's no. Anyway.
What?
I'm pretty sure I was a shield maiden in a past life.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah,
Yep.
girlfriend.
yeah.
Yep. Yep. I've
I
always
think
been a
I
warrior.
Aiden, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes the things that fly through your brain is like, oh yeah, I could do that. Totally. Have
Yep.
you ever I haven't done this like in forever. When I was younger, I used to oh my gosh, what is it? I am not finding my words today. I'm having a stroke. Help me. No.
Hands up like this. Let's just.
Yes. I know. Is my smile even?
Nope, it's good. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
You're good.
Thank you. My eyebrows. Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
So, what is it? Astro travel? Yes, astro travel.
Yes.
So
Astral
when
travel.
you're in between, when you're just before you're asleep and just before you're awake, when I was younger, I used to just, I mean, I would think that I would be flying over my neighborhood and I would have such a great time. And one time around the block from my grandparents' house, there was a fire truck and I saw them going into my neighbor's house, which is around the block, and bring out the dad. And he didn't look like he was alive, right? And I'm like, oh my gosh. And so I flew away from that because I didn't like that scene at all. And then I went wherever. And then when I woke up, I told my mom that the guy around the corner, died and da 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 da. And there was a fire truck and this and that. Because I always told her my dreams because I didn't never connected the astral travel and stuff. And she just looked at me and she went down and talked to grandma. And grandma came up and she goes, who told you that? And I go, well, I dreamt it. I was flying around the neighborhood. Da, 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 da. I think I was like 6 or 7. And I was doing this and that. And I was sitting in the cherry tree and they brought him out and he didn't look like he was alive. And so I think he's dead. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I just remember this because my grandma slapped me so hard. It was, my head went rah, like that. And it was the first time I ever saw my mom go up against my grandma because my mom got just pissed. And I'm like, and then I found out he had died. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
Talking to my sister who's 4 years older than me. And she goes, you cannot fly at night in this neighborhood. And she was telling me that. There's so many different memories that you remember. I don't remember everything because we never celebrated birthdays, but we would dance around the fire, not for any reason, but we would have a good time. And we would throw Vesta powder in there and see the fairies fly, and so all the stuff that they're just things I remembered. I remember that. And I remember teenage, I would do it. But I just started thinking about that. I haven't done that in a long time. And I wonder if it just shuts off or if you just don't do it or I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah.
But have you ever astro traveled now that I told my whole story?
Yeah. Yeah, I have actually. A couple of times. And I used to do it a lot when I was a child. But I think a lot of the things as an adult, I think like all of the medications that I have to take because of my health also dull a lot of my senses.
Yeah.
And I think that has a lot to do with any trouble that like I really have to practice and try hard to do anything now because I really feel like medications dull your senses and
They do.
I don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
So
True. But then you just work with what you have too. I mean, if you can't do that, you do other things. Like you love your herbs until they know your name,
Right.
Just like my crows are driving me nuts because they all have their babies and they all want breakfast in the morning. And have you ever heard crow baby? They're obnoxious.
Yeah, I have a bunch of them that come in my front every morning at night. And then if I'm not feeding them right away, they definitely keep,
They throw everything into my bird baths. I have 2 bird baths and they turn it into like this cement glup stuff and then they eat it. And so I started feeding him walnuts and then one of the little crow babies got a walnut and ate it. He screamed and I thought that maybe he was choking or something, but I don't know. He must have been excited because he ate another one and then his parents came down and they ate all the walnuts and oh my God. So he likes
like me. I got 2 nuts by
I
myself.
Oh my God. But we have to clean our bird baths out twice a day because I put bread out and they dip the bread in and they love zucchini bread too. So yeah.
And it makes glue.
It does. It makes this compacted cement glue on the glump on the bottom. And when you dump out the bird bath, it goes.
Oh God.
And my dog eats it. So, it doesn't go to waste.
Hey, I mean.
Circle of life. Why not?
The animal kingdom, the circle of life. I just dropped my hi. Got so excited. We're talking about crows. I just got my tattoo, the crow mama.
Aww.
Yeah, so that's awesome.
Yeah, this is my newest tattoo. It's a couple.
Oh, that is so cool.
It's for my mom. My mom died a couple of years ago, and she had on her arm. And so after her death, my sister and I both got the sun. But I have an owl on my back and mermaids, of course, mermaids on my legs. So
I love that. I love that. I love the ocean.
yeah.
I miss it. I feel like I left part of my soul and my energy at Arcadia Beach
Mm,
and the redwoods. I'm very, very connected to the redwoods, and I think it's just because it has that
ancient, the feel. Yeah.
the
Yeah,
ancient feel.
Yeah.
for
And
sure.
You
I
watch
caught,
them and you can feel them. You can almost hear them groaning. If it's really quiet and there's no one around and you hear the trees moving, you just
Yeah.
mhm.
they're gonna grow legs and be an ant and you get a slow walk or something. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah, like the walking cactuses, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Or the walking trees in Louisiana because the water underneath them,
oh
the
yeah,
trees move
Oh
back
yeah.
and forth. Yeah.
those are
I saw that
so
video. I'm like,
cool.
no.
Yeah.
You don't want to be
No.
in front of them because you might sink because there's
Yeah.
water. But it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is
That's
so
great.
cool. Like I just love Mother Nature and all the stuff that she lets us see and how beautiful it is. I feel like she's definitely showing her disapproval for things right now.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty.
yeah. So what would be the best advice you can provide to someone who's just starting to learn? Um, I mean, everybody has that unique, and they, like all of us, we've always had this connection. Um, but let's say somebody wants to start practicing, what would be your word of advice? Like,
Get to know yourself first. If you don't know
I
yourself,
agree.
you can't know magic because you're magic. We are magic from our cells to bone. Everything about us is magic. We are literally held together. There's air in between all of these cells in our hands. I mean, we are literally
Mhm.
held together by magic. And so if you everyone who comes seeking, I mean, I've had a lot of people come, and especially at the shows, how can I, and they're looking for something, and they need to get to know themselves first.
Yeah.
Because if you open a book and, whoa, I want to dance naked under the moon and I want to do this, and oh, I want to do this, you could do that and you could probably have a lot of joy in your heart, but you just have to know yourself first. That
Yeah.
And a lot of people get really pissed off when I say that because I know myself. Well, honestly, no, you don't, because you're coming to a complete stranger asking for advice on magic, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but then you meet the little ones that come to you, and you just feel the magic coming off them, and you're like,
Oh yeah.
oh goodness! And then you're shoving all the crystals to them.
Yeah.
Here, and here's some lapis lazuli because I know you need this, and here's
Yeah.
So, and the little ones that are just wide open. I mean, yeah.
Ugh,
So I know.
my grandbabies, my grand girls.
Mm-hmm.
I have an older one, and my younger one, she's got bright red hair and
Ah,
just the
yes.
beautifulest green eyes ever. And my oldest, she's got silver eyes, like no
Oh,
joke.
Yeah.
yes.
And so
Right.
they're both
Little elf.
very in tune.
Mhm.
Yeah. Um, we call her baby, but I don't, I am definitely 100% sure that she's, has the gifts,
Yeah.
and it's,
Yep.
passed down through lineage.
Mhm.
And it seems like it's always the women, you
Usually it's
know?
because we're more in tune to the emotional side. A
Hmm.
lot of
Yeah.
guys say, "Well, I'm in tune with my notions." Well, yeah, you are, but we have different levels of emotions. For us, we're
Yeah.
more nurturing.
Yeah. And I
Um,
think the nurturing aspect for us is actually what makes us
yeah,
more attuned. So
Yes.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, are your children mediums too? Do they have gifts?
They do, but they don't have the clairvoyance, and I
Mm.
have clairaudience.
Oh my goodness.
Um, but it just depends. My oldest daughter, she gets dreams. She's more of a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and my youngest is also that way, but everybody is an empath, but she definitely feels more certain areas
Yeah.
when we go to places. So she's,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. I think you don't have to be just one,
No.
you know.
We don't. We
I,
don't. Yeah. We aren't born with the ingredient in us. We,
mm-mm.
just
Yeah.
like people don't have expiration dates, you know.
Yeah.
Like when I go to hospice, I'm just like lifting it. The person says, "I'm gonna die soon." I don't see an expiration date, you know.
Yeah.
But you got, I don't know. People like to label, and
Yeah.
some things do need labels because, like the clairaudience and the clairvoyance, you need that tells you what you feel and what you hear, and it allows us to understand what to do and what not to do around you to make you more comfortable in your situation. But
Yeah.
I mean, giving people, I don't know, titles and stuff like that. I don't know. Even though
Yeah.
I do love the word witch, it's my favorite word. It's hands down my favorite word. Other than
I
mommy,
love it.
I love mommy too. Mommy witch,
Yeah.
mommy. Go.
Mommy witch. That's right. I love it. So what is next for Wicked Waters? What are you?
What am I planning next? What am I doing next?
Yeah, like you said.
I,
Yeah.
I'm doing my tarot. I have people like, I make my own t-shirts. I have like the Crow Whisperer and owner of questionable plants because I like different phrases, and so people are wanting me to make t-shirts, and so I have a t-shirt design company that I'm working with, that, and I'll just allow people to buy them and they can drop ship them. I'm not going to hold them I'm not going to sell them in a thing, but I'm just going to design them to allow them to buy them. So but what's next for me? I got shows I'm doing the Grimoire Academy. I'm doing Realms Unknown. I like doing the more mystical and the darker kind of shows simply
I
because
love that.
I'm more comfortable there.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, this next weekend, I'm making the cover for my pop-up to make it look more like a medieval tent.
Oh,
And I've
that's
got
so cool.
incenses going, and I've got my little waters going, and I've got oils going, and my old man's beard drying, my graveyard moss drying, my Lucy faces ready to make. I mean, there's so many things. I just come out here and I just don't, I mean, you guys haven't seen this way yet, but I mean, I've got
Oh, wow.
stuff. I've got all kinds of stuff, and I've got stuff behind the curtains, but I can't open them because there's stuff going on behind the curtains that we just won't show. Because a lot of people, I think it's funny, people showing their altars. I mean, I guess I could put together kind of a cute little something, but
For show.
mess. My altar has got my altar is part ancestor and part. I mean, there's a lot to it. It's behind
Yeah.
me here, so
Yeah.
I keep it closed.
Which I think is awesome.
Yeah. So, but that's what's next for me. Life, just playing
Yeah.
around. And I got a request to do a couple other videos on TikTok because people are trying to crowd witch talk now with witches doing different, making different things and stuff. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to make that, because I see what people make. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And it's hard to share. It really is hard to share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I never, when you have to tell the herbs what to do when you're making the different things. And when I am making for a video, I never do that. So there's never activation of any of the spell work. So, because each herb, you tell them what you want it to do and you put it in there. And then afterwards, you give them the breath of life. And then you send it out. God, I love doing spells. It gives me goosebumps.
Me too.
I'm excited. I love doing this stuff.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it so much.
If you're ever in the area, you just come on by and we'll play. I have so much stuff to do. My sister, after the fire in Nebraska, sent me a huge box of cow bones. So I have cow vertebrae. So I'm going to be making some staffs with cow vertebrae, and they're going to look absolutely gross.
That
is crazy. I love
I
it.
would love to see that. Like, hands down. That is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Like I said, there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Yeah. There's always something to do.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I wanted to thank you so much for being on our show,
Yeah.
and you provided so much knowledgeable information, and I am just seriously in awe of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and where can we find you?
Wicked Waters, Witchery. I'm on TikTok and Facebook. I have an Instagram, but I hate Instagram, so I never
Yeah.
go. I can never figure it out. My daughter's a marketing person, and she's said she wants to take over my stuff. And no, I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and I will answer you on Facebook, TikTok. I have there's 20,000 messages in there. You just can't get through them
Oh,
all. So I know you just can't. And so I stopped answering simply because I cannot answer. I
Yeah.
just, I don't have
Yeah.
time in my year to answer that
yeah,
many.
it's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Too much.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
We really do appreciate you coming on here. It has been so fun and such
Yeah.
a great time to just sit
Meeting
here
you
and
guys.
visit with you. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. And
Yeah. That's
that's
awesome.
why Jess and I do this, is just to really really share and empower and you know come together. And that's the whole point, is coming together for us.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
would like to know where to find your podcast too. So I would like to see your other ones. I usually don't
Yeah.
have podcasts, but
Eh, I just have them play in the background and I listen to them. So,
yeah.
well, guys, yeah, you
Where are
can
we,
find us.
Jess?
Oh, we're
There we
on
go.
Facebook, Gathering of the. I was getting there. You can find us on Facebook, Gathering of the Shadows podcast. I'm also on TikTok. I'm Messy Jessie 56. We all kind of have our own TikTok, and of course, Ginger Mystic. You can find her on there, and you can watch our previous shows at Gathering of the Shadows podcast on YouTube. And yeah, guys, we wanted to say thank you to all those new followers that we have gotten, all the new subscribers. I think this is really awesome. And, sometimes when we think that this is just not going to kick off, and universe definitely shows us
A little
the
love.
definite power of the universe. So, guys, we love each and every one of you. Catch us next time. We're going to have another guest. So, you guys,
Yay.
stay awesome. Remember to ground yourself.
Yes.
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.